predictions on the 2022 WWE Crown Jewel. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul. This is such an odd match. It seemed WWE would build Paul up through more special matches before throwing him into any sort of title match. While he has been truly outstanding in his 2 matches, there's basically no way Paul walks away as undisputed champion. That said, there's a chance he could win by disqualification to remain undefeated while not taking the title off Reigns. It makes more sense that Reigns just takes the win here while Paul looks good enough that there's no damage done to him as a rising star. Pick Roman Reigns retains the title. Brent Brookhouse.
That's just saying who from this chose.
Oh, okay. I think that Logan Paul will end up beating Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Alright, next one. Raw Women's Championship, Bianca Belair versus Bayley. In the last woman standing match. In any other match type, I'd likely lean towards Bayley to end Belair's long run and freshen things up a bit, but having Bayley go over under last woman standing rules just doesn't feel right, and Belair managing to superwoman her way through another challenge is far more likely. Pick Bianca Belair retains the title. I think Bianca Belair retains too. What do you think?
I think Bianca Belair retains.
We don't have to read that. That's just telling. Oh, that's telling another person. Another person chose Bayley. Okay, now you can.
Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Lesnar lost to Lashley at Royal Rumble earlier this year. That was the first time the 2 men had ever met in a one-on-one match. WWE likely would like to be able to return to this match again in 2023, and letting Lesnar get the win back is the most direct way to accomplish that. It's also hard to imagine Lesnar losing 3 straight matches. You have to go back to 2003 to find the last time that happened. Pick Brock Lesnar wins. I think Brock Lesnar will win against Bobby Lashley too.
Yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross. McIntyre cannot afford 3 consecutive pay-per-view losses. The Scotsman was one of WWE's few believable main eventers at the end of Vince McMahon's tenure, and it would be a shame to see him fall from grace after a strong showing at Clash at the Castle. Kross has been presented very well so far. His Aura? Is that what that says? A-U-R-A.
I guess, yeah.
Is certainly worth preserving, but Kross has no clear and immediate route to the world title. Give McIntyre a much-needed win and a competitive showing against Kross to set up the trilogy. Pick Drew McIntyre wins.
I think Karrion Kross wins the match.
I think Drew McIntyre wins the match.
Okay. Remember, y'all can give y'all's opinions at the end of the show too, on the comments. Braun Strowman versus Omos. Omos is very much a work in progress, and that is fine. He should not pick up the win. Strowman is a much more seasoned big man that you can reliably insert into a major feud. Strowman's departure last year was bizarre. WWE had put so much time in developing a monster of a human with surprising
athleticism.
only to drop him, shredded and looking better than ever. Crown Jewel should be Strowman's stepping stone to something bigger. Braun Strowman wins. I agree. I think Braun Strowman wins.
I hope Braun Strowman wins, but I think that Omos will win. The OC versus the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day earned much needed momentum against Edge at Extreme Rules, and you would like to see them build off. You would like to see them build off it further. Unfortunately, it may not be worth having the OC lose. Styles is the most successful of all 6 competitors in the match. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows recently returned to WWE after being woefully underutilized in their last stint. The 3 have cohesion and a long-time friendship, so there shouldn't be much disjointedness in their chemistry. Expect the OC to emerge victorious to capitalize on the Good Brothers' recent returns. Pick the OC wins.
The OC wins, I agree.
Me too. You know you can pick it up and hold it.
Undisputed Tag Team Championship, the Usos versus the Brawling Brutes. The Brutes, along with leader Sheamus, have developed into a consistently entertaining group. That said, it's nearly impossible to see the Usos losing the undisputed belts in a match without much more build than this. Pick the Usos retain the titles. Yeah, I agree. Usos retain the titles.
Women's Tag Team Championship, Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Damage Control. The women's tag belts still feel as though they're lacking any real distance. I don't think I said constant direction on Io Sky and Dakota Kai. They felt like a tool that could help prop up Damage Control as a force, but the run was relatively short-lived and the titles were flipped to Bliss and Asuka in what felt like something of a random Raw match. It's hard to see flipping them back less than a week later. What would the point of the title change have been if they do that? Pick Alexa Bliss and Asuka retain their titles.
I agree.
Oh, me too. I think that was it. It was.
That's it. Just remember, any of your predictions you can put in the comment at the end of the show. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.